Just be careful and you don't say something you don't want to, catch yourself, being recorded,
Okay.
right? All right, so. Okay. Hello, welcome, guys. There's probably no one else here, but might as well in the future if anyone's watching. Hey.
The death of the universe will happen in 10 days.
Yep.
The death of the universe will happen in 10 days.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait at all, man. This universe has been going on for way too long.
Exactly. Universe 2.0, baby. I hope you guys are ready for New Game Plus.
Yeah. Oh shit! Shadow Knight's in the chat. This pause, yo, pause. This ain't garbage. Shut up, Shadow Knight. This is garbage. This is the best garbage this planet has ever seen. My content is not only garbage, it's slop, it's trash, it's crap. And I'm proud of it.
Yeah. It's fucking diarrhea, dude.
Yeah.
It's literally what I found at the bottom of my shoe yesterday.
Yeah.
Cuckoo.
What I'm gonna probably starting to do is do you know have you seen Star Wars Rebels?
I honestly haven't really seen a lot of Star Wars Rebels, but all I really know is that lore channels just watch it and say, "Yo, this thing from Legends is now in the new Disney canon, bro."
Oh. Yeah.
I just thought Rebels was one of those type of shows where nobody watched it aside from Star Wars lore channels.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna, because there's this different type of lightsaber which is double-ended, but it's connected with a ring, so it kind of spins around the handle.
Oh yeah,
and looks stupid as hell, but it's stupid enough for me.
Fair enough. Honestly, those ones look like they just existed just to sell toys.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I don't mind that. I don't mind stuff being existing just to sell toys, right? But it does. I can't deny the fact it does kind of look stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
It's stupid. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah, I know people say Kylo Ren's lightsaber is stupid, but honestly, it's not really that dumb. Considering if you look into his character before they ruined it in the latest in fucking what's it called again, Rise of Skywalker. Basically, the idea was he was on sort of a dark path, and he has this burning, fiery rage. So his Kyber crystal was kind of cracked and fucking broken.
I don't.
So the only reason why there's two ends at of his there's two fucking extra ends on his lightsaber. It's just ignites. This uncontrollable energy, basically.
I feel like they didn't have to explain that. The sword looked kind of cool. I don't think they really need to have an in-universe explanation for that.
Fair. But yeah, according to the interview with Adam Driver, apparently the original plan for Kylo Ren was he was never meant to have a redemption arc. He was always meant to be evil.
Yeah.
And the moment he killed Han Solo, that was his descent into the dark side. And there was no going back from there, but as we all know, Rise of Skywalker came out. They cancelled the original ninth Star Wars movie, I think. I lost fucking count, but they cancelled episode 9's original plan.
Yeah.
And we just have a shit movie where this irredeemable monster ends up having a redemption arc.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say anything about I don't really. I'm not gonna give credit for. I'm not gonna say oh yeah, that'd have been so good, because in genuine, honestly, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Because that idea just kind of sounds mid as hell to me. Whether or not he became good or bad, I don't know.
Yeah. Hello there.
Hello. Who's there?
I'm okay.
Who's here?
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's Nate. Hello, Nate. How's your D&D game going? Have you done any war crimes recently? Have you murdered an entire species?
No.
Okay.
But do you want to get some tarot reading?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. So last session's tarot reading was somewhat accurate in a way, at least focused on
Yeah.
our youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was with the Fool's first, the Hermit, and the Lovers.
I recognize those JoJo stands.
The Fool is basically, they're pretty much new, and whatever comes ahead of them is soon to be revealed. Second, Hermit, they have a sense of tradition and all that kind of stuff, along with other stuff. Maybe they had a bigger possession possession, perfection, until they kind of like went off into like an isolated state. Third one is the lovers, which is basically bond and everything. First one, she was new. Second, her backstory, she lost her job for guardsman stuff.
Oh.
Because in this campaign, there's PMCs. You know about them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kind of replace them.
Yeah, private military contractors. Yeah, I know that. I played. I know what Metal Gear Solid is.
Yeah, that's
we
kind of
have
talking about.
the third one is her mount.
This is fascinating. Yeah. Shadow Knight, you still there in the chat? No, I think he left. Sorry about that. Nate, you should know that I'm streaming right now. So like whatever you say on here is like try to be careful what you say, right? Don't say anything which will get you canceled like in the future or so, right? So don't make fun of like I don't know lizard people who might be taking over us in the near future, or like say something that might like age horribly, like the fact that the saying that like the heat death of the universe is going to happen within like the day or so.
I already like spoiled the sequel trilogy to Star Wars, so there's that.
To be fair, that's a public service. I mean, that's a public service. Like you're sparing them from watching a pretty subpar Star Wars movie.
Yeah, honestly, it's not worth it. I'll be honest with you, I was like somewhat of a sequel trilogy fan until like Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, so you sort of had hope for like Last Jedi. I envy you. I envy you.
It wasn't when I first saw Last Jedi. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like it's a flawed movie. But given like the rest of the sequel trilogy, Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I wish the sequel trilogy didn't happen.
Yeah. Do you think like that because of the Rise of Skywalker, it kind of makes Last Jedi look better, or does it make it look worse?
It's a little hard to say because honestly, when it comes to like an entire trilogy of like movies, I kind of like group them together and see like which ones. Like I just see like the whole package,
Yeah, I guess it's sort of like me with like Lord of the Rings. Like I have a hard time like splitting them into like 3 distinct movies. It's like it's you gotta enjoy the whole package,
Exactly. So when it comes to fucking Last Jedi now, it's a bit of a mess. I'd say it's easily the best out of like the sequels, but
okay,
because it wasn't trying to copy like what came before.
Right.
But I'm not saying it's a brilliant movie. It's still very fucking flawed. But yeah, the sequel trilogy is just a complete mess. It started with like a somewhat boring remake of like Episode 4.
Yeah.
To Rian Johnson trying to prevent the sequel trilogy from not being a copy of the original trilogy by doing a lot of things that were kind of stupid that didn't really work for a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
To then the biggest cop outs, like backpedal, like of a film.
Yeah. What a disaster! What a disaster! Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of all these mirrors. Oh no, not that one. Sorry. Yeah. At least like you found enjoyment in that. I never watched The Last Jedi, but from what I hear, it doesn't sound like a movie I'm really interested in. So
honestly, I'd say I kind of do recommend it, but only just so you can have your own opinion on it, really. Because you might like it, you might hate it. It just super depends.
Yeah, but I think at this point, like my perception of it like got ruined so much that I don't think I'll ever find myself like enjoying it. It's like there's too much like element of bias, which is gonna like make me side against it. I don't know. Especially since I already wasn't that invested in Star Wars to begin with. I didn't even think what was the first movie? The Force Awakens was. Yeah. I didn't have the same like emotional reaction as everyone else.
I think I really enjoyed like Force Awakens when it first came out, but over time, like when I kept watching it, it started to become like less sort of enjoyable. Like the magic kind of like went away, and you just kind of realized this is just like A New Hope, but less enjoyable, but like less fun.
I wouldn't say it was a bad movie, but I have to say, like with like Rise of Skywalker, I watched like Force Awakens. Say, so that's what it was setting up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, it's just really difficult to get invested in it because they fumbled the ball so hard. Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. That's what happened to it all. Okay.
yeah. Honestly, like Force Awakens is just it's kind of mid. Like I hate to use that term, but it's the only way I can really describe it. Like,
yeah.
It's middle of a road, and honestly, you're gonna have a more fun time watching the original Star Wars movie because it just copies that. I said that like a million times, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that I wasn't really a Star Wars fan to begin with.
Yeah.
It's like I was more of like I'm more of like a not even Star Trek guy. I'm more of like a hard sci-fi kind of guy. Like I like media that focuses on like robots and shit.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. Star Wars, it kind of felt more magical than it did science fiction sometimes.
Yeah, I think like Star Wars is more of a science fantasy than a science fiction thing.
Yeah, it has a place in the universe, you know, but not for me. It's not, unfortunately not for me. Okay, I think I'm gonna separate this thing. Separate.
Do you guys want to know your carrot?
Yeah. Do you know what year I'm gonna die? I hope it's soon. I've been in this world for too long.
I think this is more like a specific thing. So basically, I will give you a question like, say, what's gonna happen in the near future?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be for one person, and we're gonna do it another afterwards. So
yeah.
Let's go pick Jim.
Jim.
I want to find out what my stand's gonna be.
Jim.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll give you a question. Think about what you're gonna think about in the next few days in this week. Something that probably maybe I recommend something that you're probably looking forward to during these next few days. And once you think about that to yourself mentally, when if you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Don't think about like the hospital you're gonna bomb. And sorry about that. Don't think about that. You know. Don't think about the appointment we have with the.
Helios.
Come on.
Get ready, folks.
Yeah. Come pull out those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Send us to the Shadow Realm. Yeah.
The first card. The Hermit.
Ooh.
I am fucking.
Yeah, Joseph. You're a silver fox now. Well, you're ginger, so you're a ginger fox, which is kind of
The
normal.
Hermit means something of solitude, self-reflection, or perhaps finding a way of your goal. Pretty much, the Hermit does. Whatever you're like pursuing, you're also withdrawn from society or not much in contact with others. While perhaps finding some form of way, some form of goal that you'd like to achieve.
Oh yeah.
Wait, he's not allowed to say like what he was thinking about, right? Like he's supposed to keep that.
He's not allowed.
Okay.
The second card, the Emperor.
Ooh.
The Emperor shows a form of authority, maybe a promotion, or perhaps even a leadership.
Ooh.
So maybe you'll see yourself in that goal as either a leader or a ruler. Who knows?
That's interesting.
The Chariot.
Silver Charioteer.
One thing comes in mind with the Chariot is some form of ambition. And judging by these two previous cards, whatever you're pursuing, you have a full-on ambition to get that goal, get it achieved, either by leadership or showing form of authority with others. But looking at these three cards, whatever you are thinking about, it could be the fact that you might have to do this alone.
Oh.
Perhaps something that
Alone.
who knows, actually. It doesn't have to be actually alone. Maybe it could be only yourself.
Yeah.
And whatever thoughts you have brewing in your mind that may accompany you. Who knows?
That's something to think about, yeah?
Is that something that you thought about? No idea.
I guess something else like in life, but not what I was like thinking about really.
I think I was. So, what about me? Come on.
I know.
Yeah.
So let's go think about what you're going to do the next few days.
Yeah.
Something that maybe you have something in mind. And once you think about that, mentally, then whenever you're ready.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, I'm trying to get so much done by the end of the year. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was thinking about Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. It's the jolliest time of the year, you know? Oh, man.
Wait, was that your thing? Was that your what you were thinking about?
I think he just mentioned something related with Christmas. I don't think that's, like, entirely his thing, so I don't think...
Yeah, I was thinking about Christmas.
Yeah, don't jinx it. You don't need to tell us. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I mean, this is for your reading.
Oh, my rating? Okay, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Jem, like, was supposed to keep to himself the whole time or something.
Nah.
Yeah.
This is for you, Rain.
Yeah.
So go think it.
Yeah.
Over it.
Like, am I allowed to, like, think about multiple things, or...
No, one thing.
One, damn it, okay,
One thing, and then in, like, the next few days, what are you gonna slowly, who knows?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, those cards are real mixed in, you know. You know, when they're in a Yu-Gi-Oh anime, like they're shuffling the cards, like they do it so fucking fast, and they're like, I don't know, like teenagers or something. I was so envious of them. Like, how the hell are they like that good?
Oh, power of anime.
Yeah, it's like
power of God and anime.
Is there like a specific number of times you have to like shuffle the cards?
No. I'm just waiting until you're ready.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I thought. Come on, baby, a triple!
Alright. First card.
Mm-hmm.
The Chariot.
Oh, sweet. Oh my god, am I gonna run over someone?
No. You're steering clear for whatever your goal is, your ambition.
Wait, steering clear, so I'm not. I shouldn't go to my ambition.
Chariot is basically whatever you're like pursuing. You're more prone to focus on that than others.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna be useful.
So basically, it's one side. Always moving forward. That's why it's called the Chariot.
Yeah.
The second, the Emperor. Wow.
What? What?
The Emperor.
Jim, are you rigging this thing? Are you fucking with me?
Find out. Maybe it was my goal to rig the entire tarot reading.
Yeah. Tell me, King, what does the Emperor mean?
The Emperor means a form of authority, leadership,
Yeah.
power, or perhaps a promotion.
Okay. Oh, promotion.
Who knows?
Yeah. The last one.
Card. The Hermit.
Are you fucking serious?
Different layout.
Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me?
I'm not fucking with you. I've been shuffling it at least 20 times. You saw it under the camera.
How the hell did you shuffle it back in? Oh my god.
See, that was what I was fucking planning this whole time.
What are the chances? How many cards are there for like a tarot card?
I believe for the major and Arcana, I believe it's 24.
Okay, 24 times 23 times 22, right? So that gives you like a permutation of 12,140. Sorry, can you explain? I'm just doing my math on this side as well.
So it's actually 22 major arcana. So 22 times 20 is.
No, hold on. Sorry. I'm totally like derailing you. Sorry. Like, can you explain what, like, you know, like the last card is Hermit is just to make the magic happen, you know? Sorry to interrupt you.
The Hermit has a meaning of self-isolation, but also a way of seeking for whatever you're looking for.
Okay. This is interesting. I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances?
What are the chances of having the same cards in a different layout?
Oh my god.
Shuffle 20 times.
What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh.
I achieved my goal.
Are you guys thinking about with each other?
I don't know, man.
You see, my goal was for you to pick the same card as last time.
Yeah.
Just so I could score over Rincon.
Yeah.
And I went out of my way to do so by social engineering.
Yeah.
And shuffling your cards precisely.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so you said 22 cards, right? 22 times 21 times 20 equals... That gives you 9,240. Okay, so if you had to choose 3 cards... God, fuck. I forgot how in college you do statistics. I know how to do permutations, but I forgot how to do statistics. Fuck. Wait, hold on. I know that's the permutation for 3 cards, but that means like that's so it's like a 9,001 chance that happened. Fucking insane. There's probably a bias regarding how you shuffle the cards though. Like you kind of split it in chunks and just like put it below or something. So hey.
No, I always like do like random patterns.
Yeah.
Like, take it from the middle, put it on top. Take it from the bottom, put it on top.
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually thinking about like the edit that I'm making at the end, and I'm thinking about like changing my channel to also have like video edits content as well as like animations and stuff. So that was what I was thinking. Like maybe, like getting like this video edit at the year done or something. Yeah. Ugh. Fucking insane. Like fucking insane. Really? 3 cards same?
It's open rigs, bro.
It's open rigs.
By me.
Okay.
All by me.
Yeah. I gotta focus on this baton thing. Using Blender takes so much more time than Roblox Studio because I'm just like trying to like figure out what I should do from now on. Okay.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for your tarot card reading. That was interesting.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Who knows if it'd be real or not.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One thing that you should think of, whatever you have in mind.
Got ya.
Alright, bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Take care.
All right. Tarot cards. I feel like a little bit more motivated about what to do. Yeah.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the theme for like JoJo Parts 3, like Edie, right? Yeah.
I was a bit surprised they actually used it for JoJo's because it was a song I was very, very familiar with before like, JoJo.
I think what surprised me is that actually no, it didn't really surprise me. I thought it was like a little bit tongue on cheek because actually it doesn't make any sense because like it's using part of the story where they're not even in Egypt.
Yeah, exactly. Like you got a good point, but
like, they weren't in
Egypt. I feel
Egypt.
like it's meant to symbolize them going to Egypt, so they gotta walk like an Egyptian, you know?
Okay,
like,
I suppose that's fair. That's fair enough. Man, I don't know. I'm kind of like struggling to figure out like what kind of details I should add in a design like this. Okay. Let's think this through. Okay. Maybe. Because this is one of those cases where I didn't actually think through the design first, like first and foremost.
Really?
I gotta be a little bit careful about what I'm doing here.
See, so it's like the fucking silly spinny lightsabers that the Inquisitors have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta do your own take on it, I'm assuming.
I assume, yeah.
Okay, so maybe just look at other lightsabers as well.
Yeah. I'm also trying to like add like a theme of electricity, you know, because like I kind of associate like Shadow Knight with like electricity, you know, like the low tier god meme, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm also trying to like pull off.
Okay, I see. You know, like how electricity pylons have those like plastic like cone things that are like kind of transparent, right?
Ooh, let me see. Hold on. Let me electricity pylon. You're talking about those large things, right? Like plastic? I don't remember plastic.
Let me have a look.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Like those like they kind of hang down or something. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
Like one. Hold up. Pylon's a fucking English phrase.
No, it's in American too. I mean, I know America is also English, like, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Out for electric generator. I'm trying to like think what the fucking. Okay, I think I found an image that kind of sums it up, but
Yeah. Plastic?
real quick. Okay, you see here in this image, right?
Let's see.
There's these little like coil things.
Oh.
Lights connect.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like kind of a ribbed thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like have those at the end of a lightsaber.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of, I'm gonna download like some of the images that like he posted and see if I can like make use. I should have done this as a start, but give me a sec. Pile. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like those ribbed things.
Exactly. Those little ribby things. Oh, they're called vacuum impregnation devices or whatever.
Impregnation?
Yeah, that's just what it says online.
Oh. Impregnation. What does impregnation mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's to impregnate the fucking generator of like electricity. Maybe I don't know.
Actually, wait, hold on. Maybe like not on the baton itself, but okay. I'm gonna research like what's the purposes of these like electricity like impregnators or something.
Just hopefully you don't come across like really weird shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Like putting like their dick inside of like a radiator or something.
Or electric man, like impregnating
electricity
or whatever.
Are you sure that's the word? I can't find anything. Oh, vacuum. There we go. Vacuum pressure impregnators. Wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, and did you? Oh shit! What happened? What happened to the stream?
What do you do?
What happened to the stream? What's going on? There we go. It's back.
What? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to talk about a movie I recently watched.
What movie?
Yeah, because people mentioned you guys were talking about like Dune movies, which is like Dune Part 2, which is coming out, right? I was kind of interested. You know, I was kind of, you know what, like maybe I should like watch something Dune related before like the movie releases.
Watch something. You kind of cut off.
Watch something Dune related.
Oh, definitely.
Right. So there was this one documentary that I was meaning to watch for years called
what's his name again? Fuck, I forgot his name, but like I know the one you're talking about. It's the one on that one Dune movie that was never made.
Yeah, Jodorowsky's Dune.
Yeah, Jodorowsky's Dune. I've been meaning to like see that documentary because I have a friend at work, well, at my old workplace, who really fucking loves Jodorowsky, and he recommends me
Yeah.
to like see like that documentary for his cancelled Dune movie because honestly, it looks fucking mental. But
Yeah. Um, I think like I think if you're like a fan of Dune, um, I think they'll be pretty glad that this movie never came out.
yeah, that's like
Because like okay, so if you were not a Dune fan and you probably would not be pissed off. Yeah, but if you were a Dune fan to begin with the novels, you probably would have enjoyed. You wouldn't have enjoyed like Horodowski's interpretation of it.
yeah, that's what I've like heard as well because he was gonna do a very very different take on the
Yeah.
source material and even the ending as well.
Mm.
Like if I recall, the planet Arrakis was gonna fly off into space, bringing out like love and peace to the galaxy.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
A little hippie bullshit, but you know, it's like you can feel the creative passion, right? And that's kind of the one thing which kind of won me over at the end. I thought Horodowski was like this like pretentious douchebag, like which is only enjoyed by like like the biggest art film snobs. But
Yeah.
by the end of it, like I really appreciated like how ballsy he is. Like I distinctly remember the one thing he said in the movie was like he like outright says, I'm literally raping like Dune.
I know. I saw that clip. I'm like, whoa, what? But like, yeah, I think a friend of mine who really loves Jodorowsky says why he like fucking loves him is because he's just true to himself.
Yeah.
Like, he just says it as it is. Like he says how he thinks.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think this movie is like if you're not a fan of like Horowski, like you're not gonna be won over by his vision of Dune. You might not think of it like as a masterpiece, but I think what you will like see of it is like you really appreciate him and his like creative process and like 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 what he did like the amount of documentation he has for this movie. But as far as his vision goes, I'm not impressed. I thought it's like way out there. I feel like if I saw this in real life, I would not enjoy the movie at all.
Seems like very, very weird.
Yeah, it's like it's a very art house film.
Yeah, very art house, a very sort of liberal take on the source material, I'd say.
One interesting reaction is like Hodorowski was upset that he David Lynch took over the project, but he liked David Lynch. But and the funny thing is like when it turned out like the David Lynch film was like a failure, he was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you."
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Like, I guess it's a little bit smug, but also a little bit hilarious. But you can't say your Dune film sucks if it never came out. You know?
But the weird thing is, there's nothing to imply that Hodorowski's vision would not be like seen, like it would have given like a different impression than David Lynch's like version, because even David Lynch's version was it was criticized for like being confusing, like being like really out there, like not being accurate to the source material, kind of the complaints that I can imagine Hodorowski's version would have like faced. So it's a little bit interesting, like his reaction to it.
Exactly. I know, like David Lynch's one got very fucking compromised. Like there was a lot that kind of went on behind the scenes that kind of bugged up production. Right. And personally, he wasn't very happy with it himself.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but yeah,
like he straight up disowns Dune.
Yeah. Which I think is fair. Like obviously, like it's like his most quote unquote mainstream film he made.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can tell like it might be compromised. But on the other hand, like if you watch any David Lim films, I feel like if he wasn't even compromised, I think there'd be like a lot of people just not understanding his vision at all.
Yeah. Also, now he's trying to condense like a very long book into one movie, which you can't really do. This is why, thankfully, when Lord of the Rings came out, they split up into like 3 different movies, which, as we all know, works out for the better.
Interesting thing about Lord of the Rings, it is very like convenient that there are quote unquote 3 books, but the series itself is split up into 6 books, right?
Yeah,
Just 2 books per book. So I guess I mentioned this because because I always felt like the Lord of the Rings film, it's not always like each entry in the film aren't really clean cut, I guess.
yeah.
It really is the best when you like watch them all together, like full all the way through.
I guess so.
At least my experience, yeah.
I know there was like attempts before to like adapt Lord of the Rings, especially with like what's the name again? That's one animator's like version of it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The other one.
Rankin Bass or no, that's Rankin. He's their stop motion.
No, yeah, that would be fucking. God, his name just escaped my mind.
He's the dude rotoscoping. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because originally he was meant to like adapt all 3 like books into one movie, but he only got the first film and I guess half of the second book.
And he did Hobbit too, I think. I don't know, like.
Well, I think it was a different like animation studio that done it, but I remember the Hobbit one looked fucking hideous.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Bilbo's design looked ugly.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I remember when like they parodied that in the Smiling Friends episode. It was hilarious.
Like, that was fucking great.
Like they had like that character was like had so much frames per second and his animation was so smooth.
Yeah, they even got like Harry Partridge to like fucking animate him too.
Yeah, and they turned him to the fucking like Bjork stalker.
I know, that was like so fucking.
I can't wait for season 2, man. I can't wait for season 2.
Season 2, I am fucking hyped for because I think there was a clip that came out, and I think one of the episodes was. I think Kim thought Charlie was like super into alien, like UFO hunting conspiracy theories, but you know, in the character Charlie, he wasn't. So Kim just got mistaken for another person. So it's Charlie hanging out with like a bunch of fucking UFO nuts.
Yeah. I saw like the preview and like they only show the storyboards. Like even the storyboards, the animation looks smooth as hell. So I think they got like a budget boost.
Probably, because I think season 1 done really well. Like, a lot of people fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just so good to see, like, animators, like, grow up with finally, you know, making it big in Hollywood and making, like, the stuff they want to make.
Yeah. I do wish, like the series is not gonna be like it kind of avoids the fate of like Rick and Morty, where like it becomes this like flagship series, and there's like this massive amount of like commercial like integration into like the series, or like or it kind of avoids being like the Venture Bros, so like the network just simply doesn't give a shit about like the series.
Like, we have to like the only way you can find out is if it ends up in Fortnite or not.
Yeah, why not?
Like, if we get a fucking Smiley Friends Fortnite collab, then it's all over.
Yeah. Can you imagine like Charlie? Like, how do you adapt Charlie into? Because like when they adapted Peter Griffin, they had to make him like buff as hell.
Yeah.
I was gonna pull that for like like a Charlie.
I am not entirely sure. I'll be honest with you. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
They'll probably just make him buff with some shit.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like, it's fucking Christ! Like half the characters doesn't even work. Maybe except for like what was the orange guy? Not the orange guy.
Alan.
Alan. He's like the only one who's like you can possibly imagine, like is a like in a Fortnite game.
Exactly, and I think he was barely in season 1. Like he only had a spotlight episode in the first, like fucking pilots, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. What is it?
So apparently, Alan is gonna have like more screen time or more episodes in like season 2. Because according to like Zach, I think season 1 was meant to be the Charlie and Kim like season.
Yeah.
You know.
Although like they got lucky. What was that green character? Oh fuck.
Gleb.
Gleb got kind of lucky. He got like an episode featuring him.
Yeah, where he tries to be Mr. Frog.
Yeah, he gets like I feel so bad for him. Like he gets talked down by the executive. Like it's like for making it like indecently.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, I'm curious what Alan is because I thought he'd be the weirdo of the group, but turns out he's like the most normal guy.
Yeah, we still don't know much about him yet. Like,
Yeah.
he's just kind of a background character for now.
Yeah.
He just seems a bit like neurotic and just kind of like kind of fucking mopey.
Yeah.
Like he's like the most neutral character. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I got the boss to be a spotlight character in like the fucking Frowning Friends episode where he just goes fucking mental.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say like that Smiling Friends is like revolutionary or anything. I think it's a little ridiculous to say that. But on the other hand, I do enjoy. I do like how laid back and simple the premise of the show is.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like a lot of shows or just any kind of like animated media nowadays, it's all trying to be like grand and big and kind of tell just like big sort of narrative that's interloops of each other, like fucking Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why like SpongeBob is like such a massive series. There's a simplicity, the timelessness, like really does add to it, and I think this is like one of the most like simplest and timeless series I've been watching for a while.
You can just go into like an episode, not know what happened in the previous one, and just get the gist of the series for that episode. Like,
I blame Gravity Falls for like this for animated series being like so focused on plot and stuff.
Yeah, like it's just nice to like not have a series that's like heavily plot focused. Like you can just jump in, get the idea of what's happening, and just have fun.
Yeah. Man, I shouldn't be too harsh because it's not really Gravity Falls for it because that show is pretty good too. But I did notice like there's a trend of like shows which kind of like focus on, how do I say this? Do you know how like those mascot horror games are kind of banking on the fact that they're hoping MatPat covers them?
Oh yeah, like a fucking, what was that one, like fucking Puppy's Playtime or whatever.
Right. Except like I feel like that's sort of happening with cartoons because now it's like, oh my god, the show has like this deeper like hidden story behind it. It's actually like a little bit darker than people expect, right? And like people cover those kinds of videos, and I don't think it's bad as like mascot horror games. But what I will say is like it kind of feels like people are kind of like these writers are kind of hinting at like these deeper lores and like just hoping to make their series look like more mature and stuff. Not a bad thing at all. But I feel like that's the direction a lot of like anime series are going through.
Yeah, I can sort of like see that.
Yeah.
Like, as you say, like there's nothing wrong with that, but like I feel like if there's way too much of that, it just comes to get like jarring. Like, there's like fucking show number 23 after keeping like an eye on the lore and whatnot. Like
cartoons which kind of like subtly like appeal to the audience, which like the BoJack Horseman or something. Again, that show's not bad, but like I just kind of noticed like there's kind of a trend in adult animation like that.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of adult animation is not really as mature as it should be. I guess on the topic of that as well, when it comes to Smiling Friends, they like really reserve like how much we use the F-bomb, like fuck, you know, like even though it's censored and like the TV releases, like it just feels more impactful when a character randomly says fuck.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the only the F-bomb I remember is like when Alan gets shot in the eye, right? In the Halloween episode. That's about it.
Like I think there was like one in the fucking what's it called again? It was the episode where like fucking Salty dies in like the fucking burger place, and I think it was Charlie's like, "Who's the one who fucking killed him?" or whatever.
Yeah.
And just honestly, when you like reserve in like sort of an adult comedy series, when you like reserve the F word, and it comes out of nowhere basically.
Yeah.
It feels fucking deserved. Like as compared to if you like say it so many fucking times, like it's gonna like become numb
Yeah.
to you.
I think my problem for like a lot of like animations are like they kind of try too hard trying to be perceived as adult.
Yeah.
Even though like I don't know, it's like it just comes off as a little insecure sometimes.
Like a lot of immature, like they just say the F word. Or,
Right. You know how like people complain about like that one like hell, I forgot, it's like a Hasbin Hotel or like Hell of a Boss thing by mocking like the people who write it by adding like unnecessary swearing.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, there's one thing like that, but on the other hand, there's like some people who just mentions like, oh my god, like this cartoon is mature because like it adds these adult themes inside, which that's nice and all, right? I enjoy like I enjoy when as a kid I enjoy like a show treating me like an adult, right? I enjoy that, but like but like and right now I'm watching a response like this being spoken by like like people my age, and I was like, yeah, I don't. I don't think it's really groundbreaking that like a children's show kind of like introduces adult themes. I'm not impressed by that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we've been going on for like fucking years now, probably since maybe Disney, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like sort of older Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
With like, I don't know, like Bambi or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's not really a new concept. It's just like how it's done.
That's a thing. I mean, like I thought it's pretty normal for a children's show to like like implement like subtly adult themes or something. I mean, I grew up watching regular show and my mind blew every time they like said shit or piss or something. It's like they did.
They swear.
Yeah, they swear in the American version. I don't know in the UK, but I know like they censor it, right?
They actually said fucking piss and shit.
Yeah, in America, in the US version, surprisingly enough.
How did they get away with that?
That's what I'm saying, right? Like that's it. I grew up with that, and I was like, oh my god, that's like kind of shocking to me. But like nowadays, I can comprehend the idea of a children's show like getting like dark, right? But the how like most like adult cartoon fans respond to like any adult themes in like a children's show, I just come as like, is this really like something worth praising about? Like this has been done for years. I think it's a good thing that this is like a normal thing, right? Because every time we reacted to like it seems like to like bring up the fact that we don't treat it like we don't really like we don't really expect this as normal. I don't know. It bothers me a little. It's a little bit of a gripe I have.
It might be like from a sense of insecurity that I guess a lot of people who don't like, just a lot of people in general, just especially in older generations, just think cartoons are for kids, really.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was talking to like an old colleague, and he told me like he went to see his daughter to see Spider-Verse, and he was kind of surprised at how good it was.
Yeah.
Even for like a fucking kids cartoon.
Yeah, yeah. You know the weird thing is like people like it seems like the more darker the topic that is being covered by like in cartoon, like those are the topics that are discussed by like relatively like I don't know like younger people, like people my age, like the kind of cartoon we can discuss on like regularly are like actually like straight up like children's stuff like SpongeBob, right? We never talk things like Steven Universe. We don't talk about like a BoJack Horseman or anything. Like we do not like it's not it does not reflect the reality of that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh god, Steven Universe was quite a fucking meme. I have a fucking story.
Really? Why? What is it? Oh right, you told me. I think you had a friend or something, right?
Basically, I was in college, and I think the friend group I had was watching like Steven Universe at the time. It was like the first time they kind of got into it.
Right.
And I was like in the fucking conversation, and honestly, I couldn't interject or add anything to it, and they just kept on talking about Steven Universe, and I just had nothing to fucking add.
Yeah.
And I'm just there like, why the fuck am I even here, bro?
Yeah.
Like, do I even exist?
Yeah. I guess my point here is like that the discourse of like cartoons being like mature is ironically a little bit more immature, like from the outset, and it just bothers me a little.
Yeah, I can fucking see that.
Yeah. Okay. Believe it or not, the hardest part of a modeling is actually like not even building itself. It's just like figuring out like how you want to plan the mechanics of the inside thing. Because I sort of want this thing to also transform as well, instead of it just being a single model.
Yeah, I get that. It's happened to me a few times when designing like mechs and I guess vehicles and weapons and shit.
Yeah.
Just sometimes what I usually do is just I have a shape or an image in mind.
Yeah.
Like the general outline or a silhouette, and just then work from that and add some details when and where.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing with me is like trying to like piece together which areas should be detailed and which areas should have less detail.
Yeah. Speaking of, okay, I guess I also there's one thing we really got derailed, but there's also like one other thing I want to discuss about Hordowski's Down at Dune.
Oh yeah. Oh Dune.
Yeah. I think like that movie kind of like reaffirms my idea that like I can't praise anything which is just that only existed in concept.
Only existed in
Concept. I cannot I cannot I cannot appraise something that just simply existed in concept that never got manifested into like any reality in any form. Because I hear a lot of people say like, oh my god, this story could have been so good, it had a lot of potential, right? In my opinion, I don't think you should give stories credit for potential. I don't I guess it's a little harsh to say, but I think the story can only be judged by what it is instead of like what it could have been, obviously, right? And I think the topic of potential is just nonsense to me. Yeah, obviously any story could have a lot of good potential, right? But I don't really care. I don't think the story. I think the story of what you've been telling, like regardless of what the potential is, they have made a choice so it couldn't reach that potential. It's like I can't be like you can't judge things. You can't give credit for stories when they didn't execute it at all. Like they deliberately avoided like you doing it or something. And the reason I mention this is because like when I was watching Horodowski's Down, it just kind of affirms my fact because this unmade movie has so much critical praise, but in the end, I just have nothing. I just can't like praise it because it was never made. It never manifested into reality. I cannot say a single thing about it as far as what its quality was. And it's not something I feel comfortable celebrating. It never happened. It never manifested. It never got off the ground. All we have is like sketches and ideas and pre-production. I can celebrate those, but the ideas of a concept, I'm not comfortable saying grand stuff like this could have been the greatest movie of all time because I can't. It's like there's no evidence for that, right?
I guess like the idea of what this movie could have been in people's heads
Right.
and what they've heard.
Right.
I think that's just the excitement of like what could have been more than like what actually it.
But that's not unique to Hodorowski's vision. I think a lot of people have good ideas which can be masterpieces. They just never pull it off.
That's true. But to be fair, I think they're just more excited about what, or captivated like the idea of what would have been based on like what they thought it was going to be. It's kind of like lost media in a way, like maybe the ones that have not been found yet. Like the idea of what this like media could have been.
Yeah,
it's captivating, and what ideas of what you think could be.
Yeah, that's good.
Always excite you.
Yeah, you're right.
When it comes to like even like throwing stuff like fucking stuff that's not even released yet. Like what's your preconceptions of like what ideas you're thinking of what this thing could be.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're kind of projecting your own image of what you think it is onto it.
Yeah, I mean it's like speculation. We like to speculate, right? That's kind of the part of being a fandom. But I don't feel comfortable of an idea of like celebrating a piece of media like as if they're the same thing as the media which was been made. I don't know. It just does not it does not feel right to me.
I guess
I don't like you like you know any creative work you should not be given credit for like the potential of something. You need to give it credit for what it managed to achieve. And I think Vision, like he in these massive like manuscripts, he did achieve something, but he did not achieve a film, right? It's like that's a reason I don't feel comfortable like you know praising like Hodorowski's Vision because I never like materially there's nothing for me to work with. I can maybe able to like you know like be inspired by like his content. Obviously it's fine, but like as a movie, I feel like saying that this is like this you know like I don't think it means anything if people say like this could have been the greatest movie of all time.
It probably, honestly, probably wouldn't have been the greatest movie of all time, but
Yeah.
it would have been a movie that people would have like might have loved or hated in general, going
Right.
by his more risky takes on the source material. But ultimately, like when it comes to like his version of Dune, really, really, we would never know like how it would have turned out. But if you ask me personally, I don't think that all ideas for a movie are terrible.
Right.
Like, if pulled off well, they could be like fucking brilliant. Like going back to sort of Batman from early, like the new Batman movie.
Right.
If you like pitched to me that, or told me, or a leak came out that fucking Riddler was gonna be this fucking streamer dude.
Right.
I would think it's like the lamest fucking shit.
Right.
It's just the most cringiest, lamest thing ever. But do you know how it was like, you know, pulled off in the movie? It actually fucking worked and
Right.
even played very well into the narrative. It could have easily have been fumbled and been like the shittest idea, like how Doctor Doom in Fact 4 Stick, you know, that really bad Fantastic Four reboot.
Yeah.
Was a hacker who went by the name Doom online.
Yeah.
But let's say theoretically, what up?
Yeah.
We're just like talking theoreticals right now.
Yeah.
But just to finish my point, let's just say, for the sake, fuck, I sound like Ben Shapiro right now. God,
It's fine. It's fine. You just keep talking, all right?
But let's say, for the sake of an argument,
Right.
fucking the new Batman movie wasn't good, and people didn't like it.
Yeah.
So that would lead people to like criticize Riddler's portrayal of being a streamer being cringe. Yeah. But as we all know, Rob Pattinson's Batman was quite a good movie.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Riddler streamer thing kind of works.
Yeah.
Also, welcome Shadow. Sorry for like over talking you, my man.
No. He intruded. Like complete your thoughts. Complete your thoughts.
I'm intrigued. Go on. Yeah, I just ultimate. Fair enough. I just finished off what I was like saying, basically.
Yeah. Like okay, but I guess the idea is like I don't know, like I just don't feel comfortable at the idea of like attributing like good qualities over something which is like you said, like you know, Riddler being a streamer. That is kind of a terrible premise, but it was performed well. Right? So in that case, like the potential didn't really reflect much of like how good the end result was. And I think because of how well they do it, they deserve credit for that. Yeah. But I don't think like they should be given credit for like something which they didn't even like put money inside or like they actually manifested.
True.
I don't know. It's just
like I'd say like unlike what's the word? Unseen potential, like realized potential. We'll probably never know if it would have been good or not, but for all we know, maybe if the film came out, people would have fucking hated it, and then like a few years later, some person on the internet would be like, actually, Jodorowsky's Dune was a underrated classic, and here's why. And then a bunch of people say, yeah, Jodorowsky's Dune was a fucking shit, bro. Like, you know,
Right.
like, but ultimately we don't live in that world, so we would have never known,
Yeah.
like, what Jodorowsky's Dune would have been like by the end of the day. Oh my god, you okay?
Hey, you can do that?
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I gotta mute myself for that one. I'm
You?
so sorry.
Hold on, Shadow. I hope you realize like you are on stream right now. So just be careful, right? All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, like, feel free to talk, but just make sure, like, you don't say anything, which might reflect badly on you. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a good joke right now.
Bro. Okay. I'm shocked because freaking. So you know the character Wolf, right, from Super Smash Ultimate? The AI basically. Oh no. You know, like Star Fox.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, Wolf. Dude literally did like a high kick up in the air at me and then used his finisher on me. So he was still. I was trying to use a Mii Sword Spider, and I guess what happened was he parried me. And like did a kick up in the air, and then I thought he was gonna miss his super move for that. No, it's that was crazy. That's it. That's all I want to say. But I also want to talk to you about Armor Core when you're done.
Oh shit! You finally got some other guy got into the cult, man. They joined the Armored Core.
Armor Core. I just didn't want to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. If only Glovex was here, because you would be like. In your deep conversation with him about Armored Core right now.
Yeah, come on, nerd out about Armored Core. Nerd out.
Yeah, continue.
No. Go ahead. What are you gonna ask about Armored Core?
Okay, so one of my friends, right? They were talking about Armor Core, and they asked me, have I ever tried or played Armor Core? I said, no, I haven't, but I have seen one of my friends on Discord play it, and it looks pretty fun. And when they said that, well, did I ever told you that this game gives you no mercy? No, what do you mean by that? So he showed me at like these quote unquote good players they say they will, and one of them keeps comparing Elden Ring and other games to Armor Core. But when my friends told me, like, the fact that these people can't even go through the tutorial, I'm telling you right now, it will not help you. And I'm like, why?
Armored Core is developed by the same people who made Elden Ring and what's it called again? Dark Souls.
Bro, when they mentioned 9-Ball, I thought it was a joke.
Really? Yeah, 9-Ball.
Yes.
He was like essentially the main rival character in the original like Armored Core games.
Oh my god. They said straight up, if I ever decide to buy the game, just so you know, don't complain, because if you start complaining, just return it. Don't even play. I'm like, why? Like, is it really that hard? Well, let's just say if you can read a tutorial, unlike these other types of people who don't. They told me that they spent like 5 or 6 hours trying to, dodge and evade missiles and attacks, right? And I'm just watching my friends play, and they make it look so easy. And I'm just like, on the first tutorial, you have to fight this like helicopter thing. And I'm just like. He was like telling me, listen, if you really think defeating a helicopter is easy with a mech, have fun. Just letting you know straight up, you're not going to be handheld. And I'm like, so I decided to do some research, because like this seems like a really interesting game. But I was also scared of it, because the way they're saying it to me is like, listen, this isn't just a game here. This isn't like Elden Ring or something like that. This is a game that's gonna break you and make you understand you're not that guy. Basically.
Yeah, like
you're not the guy. You're not that guy.
Put it simply, if you want to be good at Armored Core, you have to be like willing to like design better mechs or companies to do so. Like
Right.
so you have to like really think about like what weapons or what like frame or what parts you want for your mech, and also being comfortable enough to pilot said mech, and also know a few like moves and like tips and tricks and like skills like pilot it effectively.
Nice. And I'm just watching them play and change up their weapon and gear, and I'm like, my God.
Like honestly, the customization of the game is like the funnest part because I love making all sorts of different builds. Like I even remade Alcyon, my own mech in it.
Yo, because I can tell Glove was getting angry at you, bro. I was like, what happened? Why can't you just use your other mech, dude? Like the orange one, I think the one that was like really kicking your ass. And then you said your mech was like used for your accessory, like you thought it was like an aesthetic or something, and I guess it became OP by accident.
Yeah, like I just put in
Somehow?
pieces that I thought looked cool.
Dude, I actually thought it looked cool, but at the same time, I didn't know people would. This guy who plays Elden Ring keeps complaining. My friend sent me a video of this guy's reaction. It's kind of sad just looking at him, actually.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to buy it so badly, but
Good for it.
I'm so scared. It's
Nah,
the
you'll have a fun time, like especially with me and Glove when we do PvP.
Yeah.
I honestly want to have fun with it. It looks great because, dude, I really do love the designs in the game. I was like, everybody keeps talking about Armor Core. They said like, oh, you think that was fun? Look at Armor Core 1, Armor Core 2, Armor Core 3, Armor Core 4. Everybody's only talking about Armor Core 6.
Mm-hmm. It's usually the people who are really, really invested in Armored Core that are talking about Armored Core 4. I mean, Armored Core 6. I mean, like...
That's actually nuts.
But when it comes to, like, the other games, you have to be, like, kind of a super fan who was, like... You either, like, a fan who was already an Armored Core fan or someone who recently got into Armored Core through the Armored Core 6 hype. But it's simply, me and Glover are kind of the new generation of, like, Armored Core fans, if you put it that way.
So, like, you guys only played Armor Core 6?
We mainly started with, like, Armored Core 4 and Foranza. Rickon has actually played Armored Core Foranza with us.
Not well either. I need to clarify. I'm not a gamer, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not really the best when playing it. But it's simply Armored Core, like, 4 and Foranza are kind of, like, different. It's, like, a different game compared to, like, Armored Core 6, because the style of gameplay in that game is you're essentially as fast as a fighter jet, but you have, like, a fuck ton of guns and whatnot. Well, I'd say Armored Core 6 is a little bit slower paced. You can go fast, but, like, it's not Armored Core 4 fast, if you get what I mean.
I see what you mean, though. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm like, dang, this game looks fun. Because, like, I don't know why people are getting mad, and then they look into it, I'm like, oh. Yeah.
Like, I think the only reason like people are getting mad is because they went in thinking that Armored Core 6 is gonna be fucking Dark Souls or whatever, but with mechs.
They keep saying Dark Souls.
But just because it's the same people who made Dark Souls doesn't mean it's a Dark Souls game. As a matter of fact, Armored Core was like the first big franchise From Software ever made. Like, and the Armored Core gameplay is very, very different from like a Dark Souls. And to add on to that, Armored Core, like, they only developed Dark Souls,
bro.
Yeah, these are the ones I mainly build. But like, what separates, I think like Dark Souls 1 came out some point after Armored Core 4, and sadly they kept on making Dark Souls games, so the Armored Core franchise got heavily neglected, which is a shame.
Yeah, I haven't been hearing about Dark Souls in a long time.
Yeah.
Didn't the series finally like conclude? That's the idea I felt like. Didn't the series conclude already?
Bro, my friends showed me a video of like this one guy who's been playing Armor Core 1 fighting 9 Ball for 20 months and he did not stop playing. Because when I looked at it, so you're telling me that 9 Ball's actually not a real person. It's an AI, advanced AI. Congratulations! Did you defeat 9 Ball? Nice. Let's see if you can fight 2. Oh, congratulations. Let's see if you can fight 3. Oh, congratulations. Let's see if you can defeat 4. And it just keeps going. And the video fades out. I'm like, I want to see this.
9 Ball is like a very infamous but well-written character in the Armored Core lore because I think because it's established in Armored Core like one of the spin-off like games for Armored Core 1, which is Armored Core Master of Arena, is that all the corporations, the mercenary groups, they were all created by 9 Ball to like keep humanity in the like same space that they are for its protection and whatnot. And then you have to like fight a bigger, stronger 9 Ball that can transform.
That. Oh my god, bro.
The lore in the Armored Core games is like mental, by the way.
I just started getting into Armor Core like 2 days ago, and I'm like, what?
Yo, you should tell like Glad that you're an Armored Core. You're getting interested in Armored Core because he
Yeah,
would love
man.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, bro, I'm a huge Mega fan, and I'm kind of sad to say that he seems to enjoy it more than I do.
I ain't gonna lie though, like, I love making mechs, but I remember I was playing a mech game. I don't remember what it was called. It was like on Roblox, and I would just build these giant mechs, dude, and you would just fight other people with their mechs. It's kind of like that, and I don't know why, but I just like the destruction of like destroying people's builds and like machines and crap. And like
That's just human nature, man. Like wanting to like destroy other people's creations.
Exactly.
That's just human nature.
You know, I kind of find it funny how people just go to the reviews and just. I don't know why that's funny. I keep laughing about it because, like, I like for someone like me who plays, like fighting games as well, like Sifu or something like that.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that people keep blaming the developers, and it's just like, then they go, get off the game. That's what they told them. And they get shocked about it every time. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of ruthless, isn't it? No, because they don't clearly read the tutorial. And I looked into it. I'm like, why is that? Well, if you've seen a lot of people go into Elden Ring, do you know why there's sometimes people hating on Elden Ring? It's that one boss with the freaking horse. You spawn into the world with a freaking chariot. You're not supposed to walk up to him or fight him. You're actually supposed to hide from him. So I really didn't realize that. So I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, these people are actually stupid. I think the game was trying to tell them something, and then they just brush it up like, bro, leave me alone. And then they just revert back to the live stream of the chat.
Yeah.
They're really getting handhold.
Yeah. I think that's
The
like
chat
the issue.
is basically telling him the exact same thing what the tutorial basically told him.
Like,
That is
literally.
insane.
To be fair, like, the original Armored Core game does not hold your hand as well. Like, literally, you're literally automatically thrown into, like, arena fighting, like, this one sort of mech enemy, and you're not told what to do, what the controls are. It's just, defeat this guy. That's it.
That's insane.
Yeah. But it was, like, super fun, but ultimately, it's, like, one of the easiest, like, it's like one of the weakest enemies in the game, so it's relatively easy once you get used to it.
It sounds like you guys have fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys have fun, man.
Oh man, I want to buy it so bad, but I'm thinking to myself,
Oh, come on.
I'm the type of gamer who don't really give up easily. If I'm getting a little bit too heated, I take a break and come back to it the next day and think of a different strategy, like kind of like Sifu, because people think like they can just run up to a freaking masterful person with like a bamboo and a blade Like you don't. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you need to bring in a gun, man. You gotta get strapped
Don't think they
instead.
allow guns in,
You
like,
gotta get strapped.
Japan or China.
Yeah.
Quite hard to come by, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Aloha.
Fucking so many people joining in. Oh, by the way, streaming. We're streaming. Like, this whole thing's being recorded, right? The NSA is on us, right?
Exactly.
The NSA is listening to us in our secret, all right? So don't talk about plan, like Operation, you blow up the orphanage or something, right?
Yeah,
Keep
we're
that a
planning
secret
on,
between us.
What is 66?
Yeah, we're planning on destroying the coral.
No.
Dang, guys, I just came here to say happy birthday, Shadow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank you.
Did you eat the good cake?
I eat the cake. I ate the good cake.
Hmm.
That's good, dude. Alright, I'm good now.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Right. Take care, dude. Good
Take
night.
care, man. That was nice.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I'm 20.
Mm.
Really.
Time goes by fast, man. You can't stop mortality. Time is relentless.
I felt like time flew so fast. Like I'm already 20 without realizing. Oh man, I forgot I'm 20.
Yeah. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but like I do feel like this generation, it's like I think this generation is comparably more infantilized than the millennials. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Not to diss on the Zoomers, but yeah, like I do feel like this generation does act a little younger than like millennials were at their age, you know. At the,
Right. That is true.
probably not as much as the boomers, but
Exactly. So keep in mind though, Ravenak here is going to be 30 in January.
oh man,
Oh god.
Yeah, he's quite old,
Yeah.
I'd say.
fuck, he's like basically, I mean, Roblox years. That's like being like a senior citizen.
Pretty
We're
much.
becoming the next old generation, except we're just the gamer old.
Yeah, I should be in my twilight years in terms of Roblox age.
I remember my days. I used to play Armored Core 6. Okay, father. Time to go to bed.
I'm taking
I
coral.
remember 9 Ball. Oh god,
Yeah.
no.
Oh man.
Destroy 9 Ball.
This
I cannot imagine somebody spending so many hours just to beat 9 Ball.
Yeah, I guess it took me a few days to defeat 9 Ball, and what I ended up doing was creating a tank build where I have like a minigun on my like shoulder and a bunch of missiles. And
Can you
yeah,
even pause the game?
you can. It's a PlayStation 1 game, so you good.
Okay, good. I'm glad because, like, if I'm gonna, let's say if you're trying to defeat multiple 9 balls, and I got a school tomorrow, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, dude, this man is literally, he's literally Naruto. He can shadow clone. He can just add multiple.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think my friends are crying, and anytime they hear somebody saying like, "I'm good at this game, I'm good at it," oh
Yeah.
really? Then go fight 9 Ball. Then they can immediately shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment this dude was talking trash and he brings up about 9 Ball, they immediately just stop talking. I'm like, who is this guy? Like, is he that serious?
Yeah.
Like 9 Ball is the most infamous enemy from the original games. And even kind of a poster boy of like the old Armored Core games too.
Yeah. How do you feel at the music of Armored Core? How do you feel about music of Armored Core Shadow? Music.
Oh, the music is banging.
Yeah. But I'm asking you, Shadow. Have you heard of the music? The music.
The music.
Yeah, the music. Have you heard the music?
Hold on. You mean the video you sent me?
No, the music. Yeah. No. I didn't send any videos, but yeah, like, how do you feel about the music in Armored Core?
Let me see, because I haven't seen anything today.
Yeah.
You mean an armor core?
Yeah, Armor Core. How do you feel about the music?
Honestly, very motivating.
Damn right.
Yeah, Armored Core has like some banging tracks. Like all the games are so good in music.
Like a car. Or like in one of those like arcades.
Exactly. I think I love the fucking garage music from Armored Core 1. Or like do 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 do.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Shadow, I'm not really like upset about this, but I do wish like you did provide a much more high resolution image for this. Ooh, this is looking real crusty right now. Are you looking at the stream?
Let me have a look at the stream real quick.
Let me. I don't know if this is good for the my performance, but let me.
Streaming.
I'm streaming. I'm streaming for you. You're the birthday boy. I'm doing this all for you.
I didn't see any stream. I didn't see anyone stream. Oh.
I just like sent you the link directly, man.
Now I can see it.
Okay, yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Ah, finally things are making
I couldn't
sense.
see it. Discord's new layout's so weird. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't like the symbols they use. I'm just like so fucked up when I figure out, wait, how am I supposed to disconnect? And like there's like a clear phone image here. It's like, oh, that.
I can rig it up, honestly.
I guess this can't be overcome with like better Discord, but I don't know.
I just don't like the layout.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't see the reason why. I don't mind them modernizing a little bit, but why change like the stuff,
Literally
the icon?
everything.
Like people have gotten so attached to like the symbols
Right.
as to like what button it means and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like the fucking
Because they recognize it.
yeah. It's like I don't know what allegory can I use for this. It's like changing the let's say you change like the medical logo, like the fucking cross, to a red banana, a green banana. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean we're so used to like the original thing that it's just like upsetting when it changes.
Yeah, like, and also it just makes things more confusing anyway.
Yeah.
I know like the whole Discord thing is not as extreme as that, but like, why change the symbols on an app or what have you?
Right, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Me personally, I say Discord needs to fix their like voice chats and like on a phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else from the design before was good. Like it was fine where it was. It was like on a computer but on your phone.
Yeah, honestly, Discord Mobile before was I didn't have any issue with it. Like really, like there was nothing wrong with it. But I noticed like
you can swipe, left to find how many people are in the server or something like that, and you could just like close it when you're typing.
Yeah.
Like it ran like fucking clockwork, but they had to ruin it. Them and their ego. If they didn't update the phone version, we would be fine right now. But we're not.
That's why I'm on my PC every day.
Fair enough.
Oh man, yeah.
But yeah, like phone version of Discord is just pants.
Yeah.
So, because on a PC, I bet somebody's gonna like say, "Here, download this plugin so you can change everything back to."
Oh, that's totally gonna happen. That is totally gonna happen.
I already, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like the moment I said that, I'm betting somebody's already programming that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's gonna be like, you want the default version? Download this.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Like, it probably will cause some bugs, but at the same time, I don't think it will.
There is like a client for Discord which allows you to update the appearances and like have like other like have other like a quality of life features called Better Discord. I used to use it, but like it kind of like impacted me on the performance. I just didn't use it, but yeah, that option exists now. Like completely changes the UI of the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, got that rigged. Now to do the hands. Hopefully I won't fuck this up.
God, just looking at. All right, I ain't gonna lie. Looking at my little 2020 through 2023 animations, I've done so much animations, dude. It's insane.
Yeah.
Really, it's the general pipeline.
I'm genuinely impressed by like how much you changed over a short period of time, man. It's impressive. I'm genuinely impressed.
Yeah.
You kind of blocked out right there, Rinkun.
I'm genuinely impressed how you like basically evolved so much in a short period of time. I thought you would have been doing this for like a long ass time, but your demo shows like starting from like 2020 or something, and it's like you massively improved even then.
No. It's honestly, I'm actually glad I didn't delete those old animations. I cringe at them when I look at them, but then it's like when you look at a pipeline, it's like, dang.
Yeah, it's good. I
really don't like delete your older stuff
Yeah.
because it's a bit annoying and a bit like sad when people delete their old work.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it's good for cringe to have that. Even though looking back at it can be cringe, it just kind of shows like how long you've like grown, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's only cringe. It's only cringe because you grew up, you changed, you evolved. That is the human experience, my friend.
Honestly.
That is the human experience, and don't let them take that from you. No, but seriously, like, yeah, it's like, pretty impressive, like how much you changed over the years.
Yeah.
Imagine how much you'll change in like in the near future. You know. Like,
bro, I'll probably be mixing my architecture with my animations like to the wire. Like, it's honestly bound to happen.
Oh yeah.
I can definitely see it because considering the fact that like I'm just taking a break from animation and I'm just like focusing on like my careers and stuff for like college.
Yeah.
Because like I still have to do my majors because like spring is almost here. Well, actually no.
Yeah.
Because like as soon as spring arrives and stuff, that means like I have to go back to my new classes, which is in humanity arts, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gotta do those classes so that way once I move into the next one, they'll be like, okay, so you gotta do this class, you gotta do this class, and once you do it, you can get your animation degree and you can get your Photoshop degree, and you're on your way, dude. You're good. You're good to go. I'm like, dang. And you're telling me I can do all this and it only takes like 2 months? Yeah. Yeah, they said that being in the college like this doesn't take long. And then they told me, I think you're kind of getting mixed up with the university. And I'm like, okay, that actually makes more sense. Because for a university, it takes long. But for a college, it doesn't really take long. You just got to do, math, science, history for the requirements to get into your major.
Yeah.
And considering the sense, like, I'm just taking a break from animation so that way once I get into college, I'm, like, ready to just kind of, like, okay, I can put all of my energy to animation.
Yeah.
Like, put more time into it. And then it's just like, you know what? I think I'll do all right.
Yeah.
I really can't complain.
That's really good to hear, man. That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
So good.
You're like one of the most talented animators on that, man. Like that's yeah. But yeah, it's good to hear. Sorry about that. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I'm still surprised at the fact that, like, there are times where, like, I really just wanted to understand, like, why there are some professors who are just, like, against Blender 3D. Like, they literally sound like Moon.
What?
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah. Because, like, I remember remember one of them was, like, not teaching them right thing. It was a project, right? It was a rat race, basically. So you had to animate. He wanted us to animate, okay, listen, 30 FPS, right? And you have a car, And you know how like an RC has like a little racetrack, you go around the house or something?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't just tell you how to animate on a constrained curve. He tells you to do a hand animation
What?
through the entire track. I was like, excuse me?
What is that supposed to teach you?
Right, that's what I said. And everybody didn't think of it and just tried to do it, and they said it was very hard.
Wait, hold on. I mean, like you're talking about 3D animation, right? Like I would understand this for like 2D animation because you might want to like get used to how to draw curves or something.
I'm
But
talking 3D, dude. 3D.
I think it just might be a thing of like kind of old heads, like kind of like old heads type.
It's not old, dude. It's not. I'm telling you right now, he's not even teaching them how to do animate on path constraints.
Really?
Yeah. So I did this on. He said you had 3 weeks left, and I want to see it finish. I did this in 1 day.
yeah.
And I showed it. I showed my assignment to him, and he's just like, "How long did this take you?" 1 day. Very good.
You approved
He
you?
looked at me strange, bro.
Oh,
I think he knows that I know a little bit more.
Right. There has to be some reason behind it though. Like I can't imagine because like learning how to do constraints is like a lot more useful than I don't know. Like what are you gonna get from like just doing it by hand? Like as like a
I think
3D
I know
animator.
why. I think he wants to see people if they're willing to kind of just like do research to do it an easier way.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. That fair enough. Yeah, that's actually kind of clever.
You know, I at first I got mad at him, but then I paused before I even try to expose him to the entire class this move.
Yeah.
And I realized there were some people getting mad. So they decided to go on their phone and give up and take an F. I'm like, then why are you here?
Right. That's a good point. Actually, I'm on your side. I'm on your teacher's side now. Like yeah.
I almost went against him, but I took a moment. He looked at me like, "You're the one."
He sounds cool as hell, man. He sounds cool as hell.
Yeah, he's challenging like people, bro.
It's actually a really good lesson.
I really was a good lesson.
Yeah.
This guy is a brilliant fucking teacher.
Yeah, that's memorable. That's kind of like it forces people to learn. Your teacher's kind of goated.
He is kind of good, actually. Bro, why does that give me like Armor Core vibes when I see like rage quit reactions like that? But like the tutorial's telling you, dodge. That's all we're telling you, just dodge.
Yeah.
And I'm just
probably
like
how do I? I'm not sure what I should describe it as. It's like it's a human experience that wants you to evolve.
it really is.
Yeah.
It's so weird. People just didn't even want to think at all. They just really hand animated it. Some of them managed to do it barely, and some of them it was just terrible.
I mean, it was at the start of the class, right? Like, I guess it was just a curveball for them to like learn a bit more,
Yeah, it was.
That's fair enough.
One of them got a B,
Yeah.
C, and they had to stay on the project and finish it. And then we went to the next lesson, which was the ball animation. And that was easy. Everybody was able to do it.
Yeah. The ball animation, I would understand why they would like you want to like figure out how to do like natural like bouncing stuff, right? That can make sense, but racetrack, racetrack.
No. 9-ball. Can y'all animate 9-ball?
Yeah.
Animate 9-ball walk. 9-ball.
Oh my no. Everybody literally becomes 9-ball in the room. Oh my god, no. That would just terrify me.
Yeah.
Target verified. Commence hostilities.
That's actually scary. Like 9-ball, just hearing his name and me seeing what he can do. Oh god. Even this one kid tried to use ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
He really did. It said he even tried to use ChatGPT to know the 12 principles of animation because he had this lesson where he asked this question.
Yeah.
What are the 12 principles of animation? He really had his phone out and had ChatGPT out.
Yeah. Did it get it right? Like, did they get the information right though?
No.
No.
It got some of it right.
Right.
But when he pulled a fast one on them, the kid was typing. He's like, "Hey, no phone, no phone.
Yeah.
Get it out." So when he was asked the same question again, he forgot.
Right.
That's when he got caught.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, he said, like, listen, I'm not gonna call you out because I know you are using ChatGPT.
Mhm.
I'm sure everybody pulled out the phone for that reason.
Yeah.
But it's okay because you're here for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna make mistakes because clearly a lot of universities don't understand that students are gonna make mistakes. That's why we're here to help you not make those mistakes.
Yeah.
So I sat there and was just stunned because dude was giving some facts, like straight up. Like all he's saying is just continue to make mistakes and ask me questions. I am literally a professional in this field.
Yeah.
And then I guess what I'm coming from, what I'm understanding is like people are afraid to get the wrong answer.
Yeah.
So it makes them fear of the worst, you know, being the one in the class that's dumb and doesn't understand anything and they don't like to ask questions. I kind of understand it. I understand it because I used to be that way, but I asked questions. But anytime I asked questions, there would just be other teachers that would get mad when a student's asking so many questions. I mean, you can't get mad at them for asking questions because you're going to make them be scared of something they're asking you the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to remember, you know, everything from U.S. history. I'm not going to remember the amendments and the rules.
No.
But I'm going to ask you questions about it so I don't get it wrong on the test and just I can forget about it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, from the way I look at it, I really do feel like there are some people who are just scared. I don't blame them. I mean, college is scary, and there are some colleges that don't really let students come in here easy.
Yeah.